Football. Welcome back to my podcast where football talks get real, every match preview, hard take, and reaction. You know, South Banter here with passion, mixing it with analysis from the local pitches to the global stages. And if you crave controversy, well, this is the kitchen where we cook and serve it best. So make it your home for football talk and never pulls its punches. The Champions League is still going on. And we are loving it. We are seeing drama, we are seeing results, we are seeing surprises, and we are seeing controversies. Now, let's get to it. But before we do, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this content so you can help promote this channel. Let's go to Anfield. Never walk alone, where Liverpool defeated Atlético de Madrid by 3-2. Now, there was a lot of drama, a lot of beautiful goals, and a lot of moments. Let's start. The opening 6 minutes, we saw Liverpool got 2 goals. At this point, it seems like we should just get more beer, drink, and everybody go home because it seems like it was going to be a walkover. But that was not the case. Although Atlético Madrid struggled to play, especially in their final third, where they will have a decent build-up, but once they get into the final third, they were struggling to string their passes together and threaten Liverpool. But anyways, late into the first half, Marcos Llorente. Who? Marcos Llorente. This guy, if you want him to score goals, take him to the Anfield, because Anfield is his playing ground. He scored goals in Anfield for fun. He was able to get a toe poked to a shot that went past Alisson Becker. Now, Antoine Griezmann was standing in an offside position, but it did not matter. So we commend the referee and the VAR for not interfering with that decision. So the goal was good. They went to halftime, and as much as Atlético de Madrid, they were struggling in the first half, they started to actually walk in the second half, and they started to run in the second half. And all of a sudden, Liverpool had a game in their hand. Now, it got really serious when Marcos Llorente. Who? Marcos Llorente. He had a wonderful volley, one for the archives, and he was able to tie the game 2-2. Now, talking about drama. As a fan, right, when there is a storm, you're always looking for a player to calm that storm. As a fan, right? We all do. In the 92nd minute, Liverpool had a corner, Szoboszlai. The ball was in, and guess who? Virgil van Dijk. That was the star. Again, in the Champions League, on a cold Champions League night, when the lights are bright, only the stars can shine. Van Dijk, well, he showed that he is a star, and he is a legitimate player to be considered as one of the best centre-back to ever play this game. So he gave Liverpool the lead, and that was the end of story. Well, aside from that, Diego Simeone was also sent off for his interaction or confrontation with some of the Liverpool fans. So he was sent off. I mean, that behavior, we're not going to condone that type of behavior, especially from a man like him. He's supposed to be an example to the football world. So let's move over to France, the defending champion. Paris Saint-Germain, they look very, very, very comfortable. They continued from where they stopped last season. They had a comfortable 4-0 win over Atalanta. 2 defenders were able to get on the score sheet, and then Kvaratskhelia had a wonderful goal, a spectacular solo goal. Who? Kvaratskhelia. He is that kind of player. And then Gonçalo Ramos just put the icing on the cake, and that was game over. Let's move over to Germany, where Bayern Munich, they proved to be too strong for a Chelsea side. Although it seemed like Chelsea inflicted the wounds upon themselves, but Bayern Munich, they looked really strong. They looked really, really, really good because they also generated a lot of chances. Like, it could have been more than 3 goals, to be sincere. It could have been more. But it stayed 3-1 because Cole Palmer was able to pull one back. And talking about Cole Palmer, this is a rising star. He is, getting that superstar status already because this goal was also very, very good. he completed the dribble and then make a pass. It was kind of okay, go and get, I give it to you, give it back to me, and let me do the work. And he did. He scored a fantastic goal, reminding everybody that he has ice in his veins. Chelsea, they tried to come back, but they were not able to. If there's one thing we can take away from this game, is the fact that Chelsea proved to be inexperienced, and they will have to address that situation as soon as possible. Let's move over to the Netherlands, where Inter, also last season's finalists, they proved to be too strong for Ajax. So they had a 2-0 lead in the first half. It stayed that way, and thanks to Marcus Thuram, he got the brace. Talking about surprises, let's get to the surprises. 2 Champions League debutants. So one went over to Greece against Olympiacos. I'm talking about Paphos. They went a man down, but they were able to resist for the entire game, almost the entire game, and they were able to get a point. Another one was Bodo Glimt. So Bodo Glimt as well, they went to Czech Republic. They played against Slavia Praha, and they came from 2 goals down and tied the score 2-2, and they got a point. Now, this is why we love the Champions League, right? Remember, we're talking about surprises, we're talking about controversies, we're talking about drama. Like, it has everything that you're looking for. It is the total package of entertainment.